Excellence in Esports, GSL. Excellence in Esports, GSL.
Back, and you know what, Tasteless, I think that you are Alto. Forget about the Marauders.
Thank you. Dude, what is happening? I cannot believe how good Jjakji is. I thought Leenock maybe win game one. Jjakji, you know, slip a win here or there, maybe a cheese. He is playing perfectly.
He is.
That was
the intelligence.
cheese.
We were actually just talking about this backstage during the break.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That basically these games look like StarCraft 1 games.
They do.
Game 1, both players were so smart that they just kept moving units around and never engaging each other. Because if two players are playing in a balanced game almost perfectly, you can't really attack each other's armies. It just can't happen. So
it's true.
They were actually playing like that. They were giving each other the utmost respect. They were both playing with the utmost skill and intelligence. And the way they were moving their armies around, forcing certain reactions and forcing certain trades, you just keep doing that until someone makes a mistake. And that is what super duper highest level RTS, economy-based RTS gaming is like, and it was so beautiful, and I'm so glad that we could see it.
If I could just go on, I mean, I was blown away by the hidden command center behind the minnows. That's a StarCraft 1 trick that is very rarely used, but what's funny about it is it makes even more sense in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, for a Terran
player,
it makes
way more sense because you can land mules. You
get your money out of it.
Yeah, 3 mineral patches.
Seconds.
You just keep spitting mules out there, and you will get so far ahead. And that was one of the primary factors in Leenock not getting an edge in the mid game there.
I think Leenock wins that game if he doesn't have that base.
I think so.
Absolutely.
I think if you look at how much Jjakji had to struggle to get.
It was still close. It was still very close. Yeah. And also, don't forget, Leenock did blow up that one big group of banelings. I don't think that alone caused it. But that plus the hidden command center definitely had something to do with it. These chairs are really scaring me.
Our set actually is like tilted
this
back.
Is
like if my chair was on wheels, I'd be like, ah, and I'd just fall.
Yeah, you would.
And then it'd get like on E-Bombs World or one of those kind of trashy sites, you know what I mean, where they just laugh at people who get hurt, you know? And then that would be how I die. So luckily we do not have chairs on wheels here. But yeah, we are high up, okay? I was telling our toasts earlier that we should have had Leenock come down on a zip line like this onto the stage, into the booth. And Jjakji would have been on his hang glider shooting down there.
That's funny.
I cannot believe how good these games are.
Yes, and I am just so excited to see what Jjakji has planned for us coming up. Leenock's just going to keep doing intelligent play, you know, good macro play.
I don't think he's going to take a risk.
He'll mix in. I mean, sometimes he does his Roach Baneling aggression. He does that. He mixes that in more than most Zergs. I would say like
more, yeah.
Maybe even a fourth of his ZVTs have that in it. But what will Jjakji come up with?
Also, guys, get on Twitter, tweet or hashtag. It's
actually important.
GSL. That's the #, number 3, ship number 3 on your keyboard. GSL. Say something about it. Say something about Jjakji or Leenock or whatever. You can tweet at us. Excuse me, I'm about to burp. You can tweet at us. Call me Tasteless. He's our Toasters at GOMTV's Twitter. And look at all these nerds. And by the way, cheers to all you guys at Barcrafts around the world. It is so sick to see RTS games played at high levels like this with the world watching. This is no longer a fringy underground thing. This is mainstream, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Jjakji against Leenock. Now, I can guarantee you, I don't think anybody, except for maybe Jjakji, his training partners, expected the first 2 games to be a 2-0 for Jjakji.
Yeah.
I thought 2-0 for Leenock or 1-1, excuse me.
Certainly. But after those 2 games, Leenock is going to know that Jjakji is unpredictable. He's powerful. He knows how to play the game.
He is that horse that you just cannot ride. He is that crazy
He's that horse, man. But Leenock has to throw a blanket over and whisper in his ear as he walks around in circles, or he is going to go out 4-0.
He's going to have to become the Jjakji Whisperer. All right, looks like it's time, guys. As we move on to game number 3, can Jjakji keep the ball rolling? Will Leenock come back? We're going to find out here at the GSL Codas Finals. Thank you to our sponsors. Now, in the upper right, we have our Terran player, smooth, crafty, hard to read. His ideas.
And it's also Jjakji.
You know, it's not shocking now that I really think about how crafty the entire NS Hosio team is.
Yeah.
To see a Terran playing like a really smart Protoss. In the bottom left, our young blood Zerg winning MLG Providence, Rhode Island. His ID.
That's right. Don't forget, just a couple weeks ago, that nerd baller won $50,000.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, and that much is on the line right now again, man. I mean, this guy has won a lot of money in a little amount of time.
He wants it back. I mean, it's hard enough to get to a GSL Codas Finals. And, you know, here's the truth, guys. Who are some people that have also been in the finals that we don't talk about a lot? Inca.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah.
There's a few others in there.
Certainly,
because, let me tell you something, being the winner of
Rain.
a finals or Rain, yeah, we really don't talk about Rain really anymore. It is one of those situations where, honestly, John brought us coffee.
He's such a
John is the real champion of the GSL Codas. Thank you, John. You know, it's a big difference between the gold medal and the silver medal. So much, not just the money, you know, but the notoriety as well. And I have to say, these guys want this so bad. Now, how do you play Daybreak if you're playing like Jjakji? I do not know.
I think that, you know,
would you do like a random
so
two-port Banshee all in?
Well, I mean,
that would be unexpected.
If I don't see a two-port Banshee all in, I'll be a little bit surprised. The way Jjakji's playing, how tricky and intelligent he's playing, no one really mixes them in right now. It's like...
And, of course, on this map, it wouldn't be good, which would actually throw them off even more because they're so far apart.
Exactly. But I don't think we'll see it here. I think what we'll see here from Jjakji actually is standard solid play. Because it'll be very hard to pull off. But he's already shown that he's really... What?
What is he doing?
Oh, he's going after the Overlord.
Oh, nice.
This is something that we do see from time to time. He's going to go after this Overlord, try to chase him away. But he only has one Marine.
I believe you actually can. Yeah, I think he's going to land.
You normally do it with 2 Marines.
Oh, no, there's a second Marine down there. Excuse us.
All right.
Oh, man, this is so annoying for the Zerg.
Yeah, this is...
Can he get the Overlord out of there?
Jjakji.
Or is once again Jjakji going to get a head start here in game number 3? Goodbye.
And that's going to make his reactor Hellions later, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, he doesn't even need to get the reactor. He's already killed an Overlord, which is more damage than you normally expect from 4 reactor Hellions. Still going to go for it. But just such intelligent, smart play by Jjakji. He's really planned out every little portion of these games. But as we were saying before, Tasteless, this game, what is Jjakji going to do? I think that he can go ahead and play a straight-up macro game. Maybe even play it slightly greedy, you know, like that really quick third command center like MVP oftentimes does.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to play.
Not necessarily at his third, but, you know, just having it very quickly.
Okay, so far, a very standard game. I don't think we're going to see the hidden command center behind the minerals again.
Yeah, well, there's actually none of these bases have enough room for a command center behind the minerals. So.
But I mean, throughout this entire series,
yeah, no,
I don't think we're going to see it at all.
Well, that's definitely a strategy you don't use every time. You only mix that in every now and then. So we do have some Hellions on the map, a couple more being made from that reactor factory.
He is trying to burn down this creep tumors. Excellent cancel there, so we can make that creep tumor a little bit later on.
You definitely want to keep those creep tumors alive. That's 25 energy. Each one of them is 25 energy from a queen that you have to use. And the more creep tumors you have, the quicker it spreads, the more directions you can go in.
Yeah.
It's all wonderful. So, right now, such a standard place we're in. I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you guys, get on Reddit, get on Twitter, talk about this, and also the Blizzard Cup is coming up, guys.
Yeah.
10 complete all-stars going at it. It's going to be insane.
Check out the new website, too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we got the new website
GOMTV.net, man.
So check it out.
And a lot of people have been asking, how do I watch this stuff on either an iPad or an iPhone or an Android or whatever. I don't know if it works on Android yet, but I know it m.gomtv.net. I use that a lot on my iPad and iPhone so that I can watch GSL everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great way, you know, whether maybe you're on a trip somewhere, you know, or doing whatever, you can catch up on.
So I watch the
games.
VODs when we're on the road.
Right.
m.gomtv.net.
So we have more spine crawlers here. Leenock hasn't really deviated from his playstyle, but at the same time, I don't feel like Leenock's even been given a chance to play an ordinary game.
Yeah. You know, the fact that the first game he thought was ordinary. So the fact that he went 2 Spire upgrades is so... I can't even get over how intriguing it is to me and how it makes sense in a lot of ways. And I wonder if that's actually going to be applicable. Is the metagame going to shift into that from the top macro players? I don't know.
Could.
But I would love nothing more than to see that because that's awesome. It's just, I love it. And look, Leenock once again setting up his buildings in a very similar pattern to what he's been doing. A tried and tested way to do it.
See the Queen here trying to drive out these Hellions. And it's all these little things that he's doing that are allowing him to kind of get a lead here.
Notice this spine crawler coming up. Hellions will just bruise it and then have to run away because they do so little damage to spine crawlers.
He does have some Marines out here on the map. And that is a very well-placed spine crawler. Going for combat shields now. And once again, another Overlord will be killed off. That was there to scout, take a peek at what's going on. He probably counted the minerals. See how long that base has been mining for.
Leenock going to have, just very standard, but of course his third base is going to be quicker on this map than on most, which is going to make him scarier than in some of the other maps.
That was actually close. Did he attack that?
Yeah, it's a good thing the Zerglings didn't, with all the Marines coming up from behind and Stim already done.
All right, so he has more Zerglings in the way and Banelings. And of course, with Banelings, Leenock's doing it right. He doesn't make the Banelings until he sees the Marines moving across the map because you can make Banelings in real time.
You know what I like really like right now?
So quickly. Go ahead.
Is the eBay just going up for Jjakji because he wanted to get a little bit more aggression on a little bit earlier. Like before Mutas, he wanted to be around with his medevacs a little bit, which is what we see here. But Leenock almost has 1-1 already. His double Evo going.
Yeah, he is
worked both as a wall off.
Oh!
Ooh, very nice. But it worked both as a wall off and as a way to get ahead on upgrades. And if he starts 2-2 right away, I'm the sickest fan, man. I'm all about those double upgrades. They can get you ahead in the long game, which this already looks like it's probably going to be.
Do you think he should move in here?
Well, he can always lift up a decent amount of his Marines, but here we go. Banelings sitting there.
A scary moment here.
And I'm not sure if he's actually going to get any real damage done this game. In 2-2 starts, Baneling speed
I think
and
he actually
burrow.
needs to turn around right now.
Dude,
I think Leenock's actually too scared of the map. I think Leenock's learned his lesson, which is like, you know, have a lot of presence on the map early on. Uh-oh, drop! We got a drop!
Yes, we do. He's trying to lure some of the units up into the main base, see if he can get some damage done. And oh, he doesn't know? He doesn't know.
Leenock isn't reacting. Talk about a delayed reaction. Going here, doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, he's simming and he's going to go elsewhere to the third.
Oh, beautiful moves right now. The units of Leenock way out of position. Targeting down some of the Banelings.
No.
And he's dealing a lot of damage. He's got to watch out for those Banes, though. And a beautiful flank right now. Banelings, beautiful hits.
But he's dropping again. He will manage to get these. No, he will not. Maybe he can manage to get these queens. Leenock's even so good.
Nice transfuse, so he will clean that up. And Leenock clean up everything, but at the same time, Jjakji 100 supply to 93 of Leenock.
I know, it's
pretty damn
crazy.
Impressive, man. He's doing a lot of damage.
Normally
still.
you'd expect him to be like 20 supply behind after something like that, and it didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? I keep seeing. Oh wait a second. Let's. No, those circles aren't doing it. So I keep seeing these tiny things that are happening from both players. Just watching the production tab, even the timing of the buildings and whatnot, and I'm loving it because Jjakji skipped Siege, skipped upgrades a little bit to get that little attack going that we just saw, the drops plus attacks, before Mutas, which he did the move he wanted to do. Whether or not it was successful enough, I would say probably not quite. But he's adding a second factory immediately because he realizes that he will not have any map presence for the rest of the game unless he starts massive siege tank production, as it is a bit late because he wanted to do those early aggressions. So just such wonderful planning by Jjakji, such full appreciation and understanding for the flow of Terran versus Zerg.
Yeah, I mean, his tempo is brilliant. He knows how to shift gears in an amazingly impressive way. Now we have the Lings coming out here. You can see both players are actually being very cautious at this point in time to not lose too many more units in the middle of the map unless it's at least going to be a trade. And now we have a drop over here inside the main base. Will Leenock respond in time?
I think so. He has a lot of Zerglings, a couple queens in there as well. He's going to be careful. Does not want to lose that queen. Nice transfuse. Leenock uses more transfusions than anyone I've ever seen. And with the Banelings with speed, nothing going to happen there. That drop fought off as well. And by the way, he skipped mutas altogether. His hive is almost done. His spire is done. He hasn't made any. He's getting the pathogen glands. It looks like we might be seeing Broodlord tech immediately instead of any mutas this game, which is a stark contrast to game one.
And the question is, can he kill this hatchery in time? If he gets the fourth base, is there going to be a counterattack? He will get this hatchery, but what about this expansion?
And, well, that's a planetary with the siege tank next to it. It's pretty scary. Down he comes on. That's a lot of Banelings.
And he gets it.
Wow.
Both players trading expansions. That's a lot of Banelings, though. I mean, I don't know if he's going to have enough Banelings to defend his third base, actually, which I'm not sure about. Leenock actually factored in.
Well, it's 3 base against 2, and he gets the queen full of energy. Siege tank sieging, a lot of Zerglings coming up from the back, some from the front as well. Does he have enough right now? He does have those 2 upgrades, and it looks like, yes, they have paid off, and he has stopped this attack.
Nice, even fungally in the medevacs.
And now it's 130 plus supply, almost 140 against 114. Leenock has taken a supply lead. He's up by 1 base. His tech is higher. His upgrades are better. Leenock fighting back in game number 3.
Leenock is truly ferocious. And here we go, a counterattack taking out the siege tanks.
Oh my God.
That's exactly what Leenock needed to do to get even more ahead in this situation.
Dude, he has 3-3 on the way for Zerglings. And the Greater Spire just finished. So his Broodling, Zergling, Baneling combination is unbelievably upgraded. Whereas 2-2 is on the way for Jjakji. The difference in upgrades is going to be huge. He's going to have 3-3 when it's just 2-1. And being up by 3 upgrades total
that's
is,
huge.
I mean, that's oftentimes just a game winner in and of itself.
If you look at actually the Baneling kill move, I don't think this drop's going to do anything. But if you look at that Baneling move where he took out the planetary, he's now going to have the perfect timing to deny. Oh, nice angling here. The perfect timing to deny the Terran the third base again for the Broodlord.
Yes, you're very right. And look at this. This drop actually doing a lot. He did not have too many units back there. Didn't engage them all that well. Will take out the medevac, which will help, but going to lose that spawning pool. He's going to have to remake it. Of course,
he actually backs off here.
Very nice. In as well to 9. So it will be taken out. The next spawning pool is being made. A couple more hatcheries going down.
And
+1
Jjakji's going to push Artosis.
Oh, he is.
And this means the Broodlords will not be there to defend.
And just as he pushes, 12 drones made by Leenock. Here we go. He wants to force an unsiege, but he may have to just go.
Uh-oh, he's moving in. That might not be enough Broodlords.
Oh my God, that scan to hit the Banelings and Banelings everywhere. Only a few Broodlords left over.
Oh my God, that scan actually was blown me away.
The game, man.
Had he not scanned there, the Banelings would have killed everything because the siege tanks wouldn't have been able to see them in time. That's why
Two huge volleys there because of that scan. Also, it delayed the Banelings coming back in. More damage was done by the Marines on the Broods. Everything adding up with these genius moves by both players. Of course, don't forget, Leenock has way better upgrades right now.
All right, he's going to move out yet again here with the Vikings and the medevacs in one group and the siege tanks and everything else in another.
Well, he is moving out. That third base going up once again, a planetary being made. Leenock does have his fourth base up and mining. 2 upgrades finally done for Jjakji. So he's beginning to catch up, and this could be huge, man.
Oh, no.
This could be gigantic. If he goes right through there.
That was so sick.
What am I even watching, man?
I cannot believe
the
how
most
good this
beautiful
TvZ
set of
is.
games. That actually might have been the crippling blow right there. That's like where I've decided that Jjakji can no longer win. He's at 115 against 186. A huge supply differential.
And his guerrilla harassment isn't really working anymore.
No, Leenock is everywhere. I mean, this is a big map, but he's burrowing his banelings in just the right spots.
All right, well, he's going to try again. I think he's starting to realize that actually Leenock is too good with the baneling landmines. And guys, this is Daybreak. This map is freaking huge.
It's gigantic.
You have many scans you have to burn to get all the way across the map and have ensured safety.
And now a 5th base for Leenock against the 4th of Jjakji's coming up. I mean, 3-3 on the way. More air carapace upgrades. Look at this. A lot of spine crawlers going down just to slow his opponent.
He's going to drop yet again, but there are spine crawlers and banelings ready.
Yeah, that drop should not actually be impactful at all. A lot of siege shanks still left over. Some Vikings on the way at Ghost Academy as well. But I feel like the overall unit count for Jjakji just is nowhere near enough at 125 against the max.
Well, I think Leenock could actually overrun him here. Jjakji is going to have to actually hold the impossible in the next 2 or 3 minutes here. Because if Leenock does this right, he should just go for a kill move in a second and try to wipe out the 4th base. Don't let Terran stay in this game anymore. You now have an opportunity to end this game.
Well, that is a lot of Brood Lords.
He is carving a hole in the middle of the map. He's saying, no, it's fine. I'm more than happy to reinforce this area with ease. Oh my God.
Jjakji's drops doing less and less if that's even possible. And here we go. Probably the final battle of this game. The siege tank sieging way too late. And there is no way. Can he possibly hold this? Beautiful fungal growth.
He's too good.
Queens as his anti-air offscreen. And GG. Holy crap. Great play.
Leenock's still in this, guys.
Jjakji had beautiful moves in that game, but Leenock was far too strong.
I can't believe how good this series has been. I just cannot believe this, guys.
No, I know. It's already the best. Already the best GSL finals, in my opinion.
Hands down.
And I don't actually say that every time.
No, we definitely don't, actually.
But it's... I mean, the gameplay overall, significantly better than other TvZs we've seen.
You can see the NS Hoso coach going in there and just getting a word with him saying, all right, maybe we should try a different approach here. Damn, man. Insane games. I could not believe that baneling landmine.
Oh, my God.
Because the thing is, Jjakji was actually so smart to unload outside the base, because that was the problem. Is he couldn't
Leenock's things were going up, and he's like, oh, wait. And he pulled them back, knowing that those banelings would come in useful. And he got all but 1 Marine.
Yeah.
He got...
It's pretty crazy, man.
He got 15 Marines right there. 2 Banes.
And I don't know. I mean, I could see why Jjakji would probably want to play a standard turtle game on Daybreak.
It's hard to do too much tricky stuff there.
Yeah. Well, rushing is hard to do.
So long.
Yeah, it's so long, and it's really easy for both races to acquire the 3rd base, so why not try it? Why not test the waters in a standard game? But really, Leenock never took any heavy blows there that he couldn't recover from. In fact, he was mostly dishing out the damage.
He dealt with everything just right.
And if you notice, Leenock actually survives much longer than Jjakji does so far from what we've seen. When Leenock's behind, he'll stay in the game for a long time and still manage to have a chance. Jjakji had some beautiful moments, but it was really Leenock who was so far impressing more as far as long-lasting games.
Certainly.
We'll see what Jjakji does in game number 4.
I'm so excited about that, man.
I'm so curious about what strategy.
I think this one might go 4-3. These guys are both too good.
I think it could.
That would only be our 2nd GSL finals ever to go 4-3.
Yeah.
Last, of course, being Season 2 with Neski against Marine King.
All right, it is time for game number 4. Jjakji against Leenock.
Belshire Beach now.
The winter version.
Yeah, Leenock said he doesn't like the map, but his record says otherwise. He's like 5-1 here to ZBT or something.
Yeah, this is a map I think is a little bit stronger for Zerg than it is for Terran.
I gotta say, the game he played against MVP on this map, all other 4 games were kind of weird, and I felt like overall MVP was outplaying the series, but then game 5 where it really mattered, Leenock completely outplayed MVP.
Yeah.
Just completely.
Now, this is a map where we could see Jjakji cheese. I absolutely, totally could see Jjakji cheese. We've seen a lot of different cheeses from Terrence. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Jjakji has to make the wise decision here because the result is going to be one of two things. Either they're even or Jjakji's one win away from taking home this GSL
Huge
Finals here in
difference.
Kodes. We're down here in Seoul, Korea, the mecca of esports, with some of the sickest games that we've seen. So get ready for game number 4 with Leenock against Jjakji.